What's up, everyone? Welcome to Akuma Studies, and today we are talking about the Dirty Dozen. The Dirty Dozen is a set of 12 wristwatches commissioned by the British Ministry of Defence in 1939. At this time period, the British watch industry was completely non-existent. If you guys have watched my Watches in World War I video, you would know that during World War I, Britain had a booming wristwatch industry or economy or whatever, selling watches to men at the front, and them popularizing the wristwatch as we know it today. By World War II, a few factors came into play into diminishing the British watch industry. Number one, after World War I, they overproduced a crap ton of wristwatches, so when World War I was over, everyone already had a wristwatch who wanted one. And, no more soldiers were getting called to the front, and it took them a very long time to sell off that surplus. Watches, they stopped making this. I forgot what particular watch, or company, sorry, but they had produced this set of wristwatches for the Great War, and they were selling them up until the 20s. So they had a hard time selling a lot of their overused surplus. Second, the Great Depression hits. This was devastating to every country and every industry, and that's what happens sometimes. A depression swoops in and it wipes out your industry, and it goes somewhere else, and that's what happened to the British. So when 1939 comes around, I believe France declared war on. Actually, was it Britain who declared war on Nazi Germany first? Anyways, it doesn't matter. They were left in a predicament, and the only people who could supply them wristwatches were the Swiss. But as we all know, France was conquered not too long after Poland, and yeah, they were kind of out of luck. However, they did get a lot of wristwatches, I believe in 1945, and I think they had the wristwatches. Maybe they got some in before then, and of course we know that the pilots received the A11 American wristwatch. But the Dirty Dozen were more used by infantry and tankmen, and I would say pogs or grunts or whatever. So there was 12 companies that supplied the Dirty Dozen, a variant of the Dirty Dozen. Burin, Saima, Eterna, Grana, which is very rare, Jägerlekutra, Lamania, Longines, IWC, Omega, Record, Timor, and Vertex. Much like the A11, the British government gave out a set of specifications, that they wanted for the wristwatch. They wanted it to be a chronometer, waterproof, shockproof. It needed to have a black dial, and this came, as you guys know, the A11 also, the U.S. government requested a black dial wristwatch also. So I'm thinking, is it a black dial because it's harder to see at night? If you have a white wristwatch and maybe there's like a light flashing onto you, maybe it's more visible, easier to see. I don't exactly know. Arabic numerals, luminous hour hands and minute hands, a railroad minute track, a shatterproof crystal. What is a shatterproof crystal? If you guys know, please let me know, because acrylic, if you hit it hard enough, it will crack. Glass, obviously we know it shatters. So I don't know what they mean by a shatterproof crystal, especially in the 1940s. So if you guys know more about that, or some type of glass that I'm not aware of, please let me know. It needed to be stainless steel. I mean, obviously you don't want it to be gold or white gold or silver. That would just make it too expensive. It had to be a 15 jewel movement. And I will be honest, I don't know what jewels are. I have no idea what they do in a movement. I have no clue. I just know that more jewels equals more fancy. And, I better go look up what jewels are. That's just embarrassing. And between 11 and 3/4 and 13 lines. Another measurement of movements that I have no idea what that is. WW2 is stamped on the back of all of the Dirty Dozen wristwatches, along with a serial code. And the WW2 stands for waterproof wristwatch or something like that. Crap, I think I might die. Anyways, I might have to wrap it up because my I think is going to die very soon. The Dirty Dozen is sick. It's a cool... I believe you can find these for kind of inexpensive also. It's kind of interesting. A lot of these World War II wristwatches, I mean, I could pick one up right now if I wanted to. So really, you should go look into some of them. And individually, these watches are not very expensive relatively, except for the Grana. But when you combine them together in a collection of every single version from every single brand, I mean, on the Houdinki article, one of them I was reading, it said that only 20 people in the world have a complete set of the Dirty Dozen, and I guess it's a very popular wristwatch. I'm surprised I've never heard of it. Anyways, I'll wrap it up there. Thank you very, very much for watching the video, and thank you. Hold on. Thank you to Ricardo Reyes, who told me about the Dirty Dozen. It was fun to go research a little bit about it. Thank you very, very much for watching. Akuma out.